Hey there, my friend. Chad Reyes, so excited to share this week's video with you on we reproduce who we are. Now, why do I say we reproduce who we are? Because we teach what we know, but we reproduce who we are. Let me unpack that. When you look at people that are very book smart and they learned a lot, they're able to teach you what they learned, but you don't catch what's inside of them in reproducing who they are. You know, one of the things is I've spent many years reading books. If you've ever listened to any of our content, you'll know that I'm a big avid reader. I've read probably 1,000 books, 750 to 1,000 books. And I will tell you this, that reading is one thing. And you learn and you become smarter, and I want to encourage you to read. But I can tell you that when you reproduce who you are, it's very powerful, because what happens is people will catch the DNA that's inside of you. And I want to share that. Some years back in 2019, my wife and I had the opportunity to meet John Maxwell. John is a dear friend of ours and mentor of ours. I love the man tremendously. What I've learned from him is beyond measure. But one of the things that I recognized very quickly is as soon as I met John, I had read John's books, but being around him personally, going to dinners with him, being on buses with him, flying on planes with him, you recognize quickly and you catch the DNA of the person. The things that were impossible the day before became possible. And why? Because we teach what we know, but we reproduce who we are. And John is a world-class leader. And he reproduces that in others. And I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to get yourself around people. Put yourself in environments. That's what Lion's Pride exists, is to put leaders in environments where they catch the DNA of other great leaders. But don't become a person who teaches what they know. Become a leader who reproduces who they are. Who they are is a man or woman of character. Who they are is a man or woman of integrity. Who they are is a man or woman of intentionality. Who they are is a man or a woman that is leading phenomenally well. Because what will happen is if you're doing that, you'll catch that DNA of those people. And I just want to challenge you. Don't teach what you know. Go to the point where you now are a reproducer of who you are. And, you know, one of the things I'll say is this, as we wrap. I'm very careful of having people who don't lead themselves well lead organizations and teams. And the reason is this. I know that they will teach what they know, but I know they're going to reproduce their DNA in other people on that team. So if they don't lead themselves well, they're going to reproduce that in others. But if they lead themselves well, they're going to reproduce that in others. Hey, thank you for spending time with me. Continue leading yourself well so you can be a reproducer of that in others. Hey, until next time, be well.